Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to our podcast talk show.
Hello. Welcome.
Doubles.
How are you?
Doubles.
All the time.
All the time.
That's it.
All the time, doubles, yeah. All the time. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing good. Doing good.
We were just talking about something. We were talking about Dungeons and Dragons before we started recording here. And I just want to say it's absolutely crazy that we've been playing since May. And we're going to be wrapping up the campaign here.
That's insane.
A good possibility. Good possibility. I'll tell you what, this last session, with the way initiative worked, not passing around cards, not getting confused, not doing any of that stuff, and then cutting down on some of that chatter. You guys cranked through more content faster than any other night.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because we even
I felt like we did a lot.
So there's a good possibility. Very good possibility. So, yeah, absolutely wild. I'm going to take the time off I have in December and start building out the next campaign and getting that thing all polished up. But wowee, yeah.
It's been a fun ride though. I mean,
yeah.
I know that if you think you said it's been since May. I mean, it'll be wrapped up maybe by the possibility of November.
Yeah. It's a good possibility.
Yeah, I think that I've had fun. I think it's been a very enjoysome ride, and it's one of those moments where you're like, I'm excited for it to end, but at the same time, you know what I mean. It's been fun building up my wizard,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
don't
some burning hands, man. I know. I was typing up the previously on, like I have been lately, because what you heard on Friday, obviously I did the same type of previously on. I just kind of tell it through the character's eyes instead of like as if we're watching a TV show.
Okay.
So I did that again. I did it through like your guys' characters and everything, and man, I was just like, wow, this could potentially be the last previously on the Lost Mine of Phandelver.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Kind of wild. Yeah. Like I have a my personal Google Drive has part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and all the maps, all the things I've typed up, everything. So I mean, like, there's like just so many hours of work, but it's cool because like that's a module. If I ever wanted, to take another group on a ride, I have this thing already pre-built. So that's what's really sweet.
Yeah, that is sweet.
And then I have Wave Echo Cave printed on. I have the map, so I'll never get rid of that because it's so massive. It's just I hope there's. Well, actually, it won't matter anymore. I think we're going the TV route. So.
Yeah, which would be sweet.
Yeah, because then you could move around with the map. You zoom out, zoom in. You could do Fog of War. I can share it out so that like all party members can see it. So I just think it's going to be sweet. Plus, you still use your minis, on there. So
that's true.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of. I think next campaign, I'm going to try to have that all kind of settled for next campaign.
Okay.
Because that'll be another thing that's kind of like more streamlined, making it easier on me to display maps. It'll probably be where I could put more time into the content as well and learning stuff. Because I mean, we're honestly always learning. I feel like every session I'm either coming to the wizard, the cleric, or the rogue or somebody, and saying, "Oh, by the way, I found out. Check this out." Because who knew?
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, it could potentially be it, man. Could potentially be the last one.
I mean, like I said, it's excitement and not at the same time. But I mean, I'm excited for Friday no matter what. You know what I mean? I'm excited to come and do it no matter what. But it's a little bit more of that. You're like, well, I mean, it's been a long journey.
I know. It'll be really interesting because we'll be adding 2 more people
Yeah.
which is like extremely unadvised. It's really funny.
Yeah.
The Reddit the Reddit groups are just like, so don't do it and don't do it. It's just like, well, let's try, right? We're all friends, so it's not like we're at risk of not having fun.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so it'll definitely be interesting. Kind of, it's really funny because one of our friends who's playing was like, "Wow, Dungeon Daddy's really taking it out on us hard," and Jessica's like, "Wow, he's really just conditioning us so that when we have 8 players,
Yeah.
things are
This is
kind of
what's gonna
moving."
happen.
It's like, yes, that's
Yeah.
literally it. I'm trying to streamline not just for you guys also, but for myself. So
Yeah.
it's just funny. But yeah, so yeah, I'm very excited.
I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause it's actually kind of cool because it actually, well, I don't have to dive in, but leveling up your character too. That's why I don't really want to change mine because you know what I mean. I'm gonna start getting more spell slots, add more cantrips, more spells, more. You know what I mean? Like there's like things that's gonna start happening, right?
So that's
That's gonna be
so
pretty
that's
fun.
the interesting part about levels and campaigns. Levels are pretty levels pretty much stick to the campaign you're on. So say one day you get your wizard up to level 20 and I'm running Dragon of Icespire Peak. Well, I'm not going to let you have a level 20 wizard come in and just wreck stuff, right? I'm going to probably take you down to level 5. So you can have your character, you can have everything that you get with it, the spells you've learned,
Yeah.
the weapons you've kept, all that stuff. But the level is going to change. So I think with the next one, I'm probably, even anybody who creates a new character, and everybody who's going to bring their character with them, I'm going to probably start you out at either level 3 or 4.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it's just like an interesting thing because it's like exciting to build the experience and level up, and it's sweet because you're leveling up in that campaign to do the most amount of damage in that campaign, where I could create another campaign and just say, okay, well, you guys are going to be level 10 and choose your spells and stuff like that. So,
okay. All right.
So, but yeah, I would have to say, like I just said though, like even though your spell slots would, like if I took you to level 3 or 4, are going to be around the same. You would still know X amount of spells,
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's very cool. I will have a session 0 where
Okay.
everybody comes, build new characters, or talks about bringing their new characters and kind of a thing. But yeah, yeah. Other than that, we watched a movie called Fall.
Oh, yes, that we did. That we did.
That we did.
So,
Anything else on your end?
no. I mean, I think that's pretty much. Yeah, let me say it. I mean, well, sorry guys, but Call of Duty's been calling a lot of names over here.
Yeah. we
So
have been
my
putting some-
content, has gone down, and I've noticed that the last like 2 weeks or so that I haven't really even, because what I like to do is like when I eat dinner, watch something. You know what I mean? I don't want to like sit there and like watch something on my phone while I eat dinner. Watch an actual episode or 2 of something, and then if I get into Call of Duty or something, that's fine. Man, it's been all right. I'm loading up Call of Duty while I'm eating my sandwich.
Yeah, right. So
that's kind of what's
it's
been
ready,
that's
it's
been
gonna
what's
go,
going on. Yeah. So that's what's really been happening. So I mean, honestly, I've watched what I've watched while playing recently, just because I've seen it enough. Squid Games.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I know you're gonna make fun of me for this, but
To walk.
I turned on I turned on the American
horror story.
voiceover.
Oh,
no, the American
American
the very for Squid Games is what I'm saying.
Oh, dubbed.
Because what I can do is I don't have to necessarily watch because I already know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Bozo
so I look
dubbed
down and I see
over.
the scene. Yes. Sorry, I used the word. What I use?
Oh,
I used a
no,
different
no,
word,
no.
but dubbed over. Yeah.
Bozo dubbed over. Is it Bozo?
Bozo.
Yeah. I think you should leave. I don't get
I
it.
don't remember that.
Is it Bozo? Yeah, he's like, I ain't even supposed to be here. And they're like, what is this video? And they're like, it's Bozo dubbed over. It's like, is Bozo doing the dubbing? Well, yeah. It's not just some guy. Anyways. But yeah.
I don't remember that one.
I get
that's
why
crazy.
you would do the dubbing. But that's just not
Yeah.
how I consume content.
Well, if I watch it on my TV while sitting here,
Right, you'd be.
I would do the same. I would do the same thing. That's the thing. So well, at first, I mean, I gotta admit, guys, you know, if you've never done it before on a foreign film like that, I would highly recommend it because it gives it an entire different thing. And if you're questioning it, watch the movie Parasite. The Parasite will blow your mind
Yeah, dude.
to where you'll want to start watching everything in the same exact thing. Like that is a
Parasite
very
was
true story.
incredible, man.
I'm telling you, like that is I mean, if I can give a public service announcement, PSA, I'd say that. Do it.
Hey, first foreign film to win Academy Award for Best Picture. So
Yeah. I'm telling
there's
you,
a reason
fantastic.
for that. Parasite
Yeah.
was undeniable. It was
Yeah.
just that incredible. Now speaking of subtitles, Jessica and I are big fans of HBO. I think everybody knows this at this point. HBO, it just hits different. We the new season of White Lotus has come out. So we watched the 3 episodes, and on Saturday, I think it was Saturday evening. No, it was Sunday. No, I'm sorry. This was Saturday evening. We're like, oh, we've got to watch more. I have like the theme song or the credits intro song stuck in my head. I'm like, I've got to watch more White Lotus. And then I completely forgot that it's HBO and it's week by week. So we didn't get an episode until last night, so we haven't watched it yet. But I was nervous because I loved the first season of The White Lotus. I thought it was phenomenally well done, very funny, very quirky, great temperature read on the social climate and rich privilege and all that stuff. It's phenomenally well done, and the actors are phenomenal. So I was really nervous about the second one. You know, like, can you have equal or greater value? That's scary for like a second season or a sequel. So we're loving it. It's fantastic, man. It's awesome. The second season. So I'm very happy.
How many episodes have you watched?
Oh, the first 3. The first 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
been great. Okay. Yeah, it's been great. It feels like the White Lotus. So it feels like more on the guest side than on the management side this time, where like last time it was like 50-50, where you would kind of focus on management and the guests. But that could change. I'm only 3 episodes in, so I mean, because you know like some of the management and everything and workers there, but yeah, it's been it's like a dark comedy, man. Like it's terrible shit, and you're just laughing because you're just like it's like a nervous laughter. You know? Like, shit. But yeah, fantastic stuff. And then I'm almost through The Gentleman. I got 37 minutes left.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what that's.
There's one thing I do tonight. That might be to finish that movie, but probably not.
That got it.
The Gentleman. I've been wanting to watch this one. I like Guy Ritchie a lot. He's got such a great style. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Hold on here. I don't want to say
misspeak.
Yeah, I don't want to misspeak. Misspeak. Well, that's exactly what I'd be doing there.
Well, you're definitely not trying to do
so
that. So
have you ever watched Snatch with Brad Pitt?
Oh yeah.
That's a Guy Ritchie film. Rock and Roll.
Oh, nice. Okay,
that's a Guy Ritchie film. So, really, there's only one Guy Ritchie film I have not liked, and I think it was called King Arthur. Guy Ritchie. he for some reason doesn't usually. Oh, he did the Sherlock Holmes, the first one. Loved that. Yeah, King Arthur. Legend of the Sword. That was a bad movie. That was a really bad movie. It had a Guy Ritchie style in a medieval format, like a medieval movie format, and it just didn't work.
Gotcha.
Didn't like it. But I like damn near everything else he's put out. Rock and Rolla was awesome, man. That was a good one.
See, I'm trying to think of like a. I mean, I don't think I've watched a lot. I don't remember watching that one.
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch. Those are the early ones.
So what's his name? What's his name again?
Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
So The Gentleman I was excited about, and it's got Matthew McConaughey in there and a bunch of other good actors. Colin Farrell's this character called the Coach, and there's this interaction in a little deli. He's such a cool character. I love Colin Farrell. I love Colin Farrell in general. He's awesome.
Yeah. Did you say Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, he did the first Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It says he did 2 of them.
Did he do the second Sherlock Holmes as well? It makes sense. They're both very similar in style, so that would make sense.
Man, I could have swore that there's another movie that I watched of his that's just not popping up. But
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna finish that. I'm excited. It kind of makes me just want to get on like a Guy Ritchie binge. I like his action. I like his storytelling because it's like very it's quirky and through the characters.
Okay.
This one, like, they kind of deal like this private investigator is running this whole story by this character, and he's typed it all into a script. So it's kind of like a genius way to pass information because you're like, oh, it's a movie script, whatever. But no, it's got like all the information of. He's like, let me just paint a picture for you, and then like you're kind of going through the movie. But yeah, Snatch is definitely one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Brad Pitt's amazing in that one. He's got the one-hit knockout. He's the pikey. But yeah, so yeah, that's all I've been doing. I also have been doing a lot of Call of Duty. So if there's like some free time, I'm like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get around it or two.
Then
you know
I
what I'm
just,
saying?
I just got my first taste of gold guns because I realized what I'm supposed to be doing now. So I'm like,
if you knew what you were doing, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. You had a lot more. That's why I feel bad for our other friend too, because if he would have started that from the very beginning, he probably would have already had like 7 or 8. I mean, he's done a lot of like getting guns up to a level.
Yeah, that's
quitting,
what I did.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
moving on.
And moving on.
Yeah. So when he was doing that, if he would have done it in the right way, he probably would have already had those. That's why I'm like, well,
I'm like 2-3 kills away, or no, 2-3.
3 kills?
Yeah, the 3 kills in a row.
Yeah,
on the PSDW or something. Anyways, yeah, I'm very excited about that. Get them all up to. They're so easy to level up because like when I'm not playing with you guys, dude. I was gonna take a picture the other morning. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning, and I went downstairs to start playing. Every match I'm doing, I'm top of the leaderboard. 20 kills, 25 kills, almost 30 kills. I'm captured flags. I'm defusing bombs. I'm doing all this stuff. And I play with you guys later, and I do absolutely terrible. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is at all.
That's
crazy.
So weird. Yeah.
I took a picture, and then I was like, I deleted it. I'm like, I don't need to prove myself to anyone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We get it.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
get it.
Yeah. Now you want to talk about this movie, Fall?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think we should.
So, originally, Jessica she's the one who, it was on sale on the Vudu, and she's like, oh, have you heard about this movie called Fall? And I'm like, I've never heard, I didn't hear about it or know about it, so I'm like, I bought it. I'm like, I have a good fear of heights. This movie definitely gave me like, it was cringy, man.
Oh. So this is what I was gonna say to you. I told you I was excited to talk to you about this movie.
Yeah.
And it's really because I was mad at you I thought you've already actually watched this movie. For some reason, I could have sworn you said you've already watched it, but maybe you said that you guys talked about it. I think that's what I heard, but for some reason I thought. Anyways, so I'm watching this movie. I'm like, I know your fear of heights, and you talk about it. My fear of heights has recently been worse and worse. I swear I got this thing with vertigo. I'm not kidding. I was getting like the upset stomach, the entire thing that I feel. If I was at the top, actually, even like if I started climbing up the ladder, and that they're climbing up,
dude, like 30 minutes in, and they're like already climbing up this thing. I'm like, oh, okay. Still like an hour and some minutes to go. We're gonna have to spend it all up there. Great. This is gonna be a fun ride.
We go.
They start walking up, and then like they like pause or whatever, and they're just looking around. I'm like, this is nerve wracking, man.
Mm-hmm.
They start like moving the camera to where like they're showing it all like that, dude. I tell you what, I'm laying on the couch, and I'm going, I'm like, stop it, like get that off the camera. Just
I don't like this.
Go back down. Like I've never been that person in the theater that I would shout some shit at.
You
screen.
would.
But this movie, I'm like, stop that. Go back down.
Yeah.
Any person.
I've actually take my eyes off of the screen and look away. I don't have my phone in my hand or anything. I'm just like, nope, that sucks. And then I'm right back at it. Okay. Once that scene's over, that crazy angle, whatever it is, and they did it too many times.
Bro.
Too many times.
Bro. I'm like, nope. I couldn't. So obviously, like, something interests me. So, like, I'm like, well, gotta spend 15, 20 minutes just looking up every fact I can find out about this, right?
Uh-huh.
And it just blows my mind that people build these things, that these structures do exist, and that these things have been built, that somebody has climbed up there to bolt those suckers down, man. Like, that's mind-blowing to me. And then there's just these two people that are willing to just climb this rusty contraption that's just been sitting in weather. And I'm thinking, like, the wind alone could blow you away up there.
Oh, absolutely.
No. Tiny little platform. Nope.
Yeah, and they're both hanging and stuff. Like, not hanging, like, they're
that
like,
pissed
doing
me off.
Crazy. Dude,
which
really
is like,
bad.
I gotta do it for the followers. And then, like, hanging it by one hand, like, you're stupid. Put your hands back. Get back up there.
Yep. Tie yourself up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make yourself. I mean, yeah. No.
I did enjoy the little twist.
The twist was good.
It definitely, I definitely caught on in the conversation that of wrestling. So that was really cool. That was like a really cool nod, just because she had started talking about wrestlers, and she was like, "I thought you never watched wrestling." I was like, "Well, that's because,
you're her."
Yeah. Yeah. So that was really cool. I did enjoy that, but I feel, spoiler. But like, maybe it went on a little too long. The bird fighting scene was absolutely insane.
Well,
just not really sure that any of that needed to be there
at all. And
the drone thing, I'm like, so you could just sit up there, charging that drone, fighting up that bird, and you're just like, yep, as that thing's swaying in the wind. You can do that for, I mean, they made that thing look like a charge within like 30 minutes, though, so, they're like, oh, another light. Like, yeah, okay. I would say my only complaint of the movie is it a little long. It could have been shortened up, and maybe these crazy moments of like ripping a bird apart, because like she still needs water. Like that only resolves the food part. Like she still has been without water for how long? So like I'm like, to me, I'm like, no, like that to me personally didn't. I was like, I don't really care, but
but
just
you're
kind of
right,
like didn't fit in. Like it's just
Yeah.
like I'm gonna switch to Rambo really quick, tear apart this bird, eat its guts raw, and then now I have the sudden strength to rappel down and get my ass. Oh, now I did like the little packaging device. As she rolled it off the satellite dish there.
Oh,
I was like, oh, wow, got it. I thought maybe you'd take her clothes off, wrap it even further.
Yep.
No, you went a step further. But hey, cheaters get ditches.
yeah. Oh,
Or like, and I'm thinking they're like at the end in the body bag, they're like acting like there's a body there. That thing got obliterated. Are you kidding me?
oh,
You'd be like, there's the head, there's an arm, there's a
Yeah.
few toes,
yeah.
bones and blood. But
That's all you got.
I was so surprised Jeffrey Dean Morgan shows up as the dad.
Oh,
I'm like,
dude.
oh, hey, bro. Like, I didn't even
Yeah,
know you were
yeah.
in this, man.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
He's,
What
he's
up?
just like flying in under the radar. He's just going to be like he's going to be like Samuel L. Jackson and just try to be in all these movies. You just never know because he's just like background characters and fluff characters and shit.
Yeah. Brings a little bit of light in the dark time.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed this movie just because I have this fear of heights, and it
Well, I'm telling you,
messed
yeah.
with me. It definitely messed with me, and that was fun.
I have not had a movie that has done that to me in a very long time. Even a scary movie. Yeah, I might get jump scared every once in a while, but not an actual. That's why I'm not trying to bring it back up again. But we really should, even if we just don't just watch it, you should really watch Terrifier 2.
Oh, yeah,
Apparently
yeah, yeah.
I read another little snippet of somebody. I didn't want to hear any like spoiler alerts on it, but they were like, "I've never had a movie make me want to take my eyes and like my hands and cover my eyes before. I've never done that. I'm a 35-year-old man and I'm covering my eyes in movie theater." You're
That's sweet. Yeah, I'll have to
Whoa.
check that out.
yeah. Hold up, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. But anyways, besides the point, to the movie Fall is I literally have turned my head away, and actually I rewinded a couple times because when I turned my head away, by the time I came back, I missed something they said or something. You know what I mean? Something happened. I'm like, oh wait, hold up, you know. Like I looked away for too long. You know, I wasn't.
yeah.
You know, I mean, this is not. So yeah, so I definitely give it. I highly recommend watching it, especially if you have it, because it gets you in the feels. You know, you gotta pay attention to it, but it happens. Those bolts.
Man, I'll tell you.
I'm like,
easy for
know?
me. I'd never be up there. I'll never be in that situation, ever. Because I
so if I was
never
a crazy
do
friend that wanted for followers to go hang off a building, you're not following?
No.
Come on, bro.
No. No way. Also, a real simple solution for them is start taking parachutes, you big dummies.
No, yeah.
If you took parachutes, you're gonna just base jumped, and you would have been absolutely fine. Oh crap! The ladder fell. Don't worry, I have this trusty parachute. I could have saved that movie a good hour and a half. But yeah, a little long. It could have been
No, for
shortened
sure.
up.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
It definitely just the birds thing cracked me up, man.
Yeah.
First
yeah,
of
I
all,
agree.
these friggin' crazy feathered things attacking her while she's charging it, that shit cracked me up. And
Yeah.
then when she's like sleeping, I'm like, she's about to nab that bird. Her eye opens up, her hand moves over, she nabs that bird. I'm like, this shit's crazy. And then she's like tearing into it, ripping apart. I'm like, what? This is fucking Rambo on a radio tower, man.
Yeah.
What
Wild.
she takes the gizzards and ties it around her head. She suddenly has 12 guns filled with ammo. Yeah, she smears the blood. She's
about to
like,
go war paint.
I'm gonna fucking take this whole place alive. You're like, what happened to the movie? Where
See, that's
did a
see
different
what
movie
happened
come
is-
on?
And then she's actually turned in, and she just jumped down, dude. She just survived the jump.
Oh yeah, she's like,
After she ate the
watch
bird, she
this.
goes,
I got bird strength, bitch,
Yeah.
and then just
Easy.
jumped down. Yeah. She actually, yeah. She like, what do you call that? Belly flopped right into the dirt. Pfft, no problem. Also, man, that's pretty shitty about those people in the trailer that like they
Duh.
see they're stuck up there, they just take their vehicle.
wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Interesting fact: this movie was purchased by Lionsgate to distribute, and in that they wanted to make it PG-13, and they used artificial intelligence to remove 30 F-bombs.
Yes, freaking, right? It actually bothered me how many times they said freaking in this movie.
I actually never.
You didn't notice it?
Nah.
When they were talking to each other, the one girl was like, "Yeah," she goes, "This is freaking crazy." Like, hello, like I think she was talking to her. This is freaking crazy. This. She said it like I'm like, what is going on here? I'm getting upset with this freaking word. You know what I mean? Like it just caught my eye. She's like fighting the bird. This freaking bird. No, you're not saying that as you're murdering a bird.
So
I'm
funny.
just saying.
I never paid any attention to it.
I'm telling you. Yeah, and once I heard at the very beginning, and you could tell. What you're getting ready to say is artificial intelligence covered those words up, right?
Yeah.
There was
The
two of
deep
them where they
fakes.
said it. They said it back and forth. Okay, the one girl said freaking, the other girl said freaking, whatever they were talking about, and you could tell that it was like almost robotic in the same. It was actually the same thing. I know it's two females that are talking, but it is
So
still
weird. I didn't.
just boom, boom. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, something
Wait
happened.
a minute.
So you actually answered one of my questions that I was gonna ask you about.
Yeah, like what a wild thing. Like, hey, we need to take all the cuss words out. Oh, no problem. We'll just use this deep fake software. Like, that's fucking asinine.
No.
Oops, I just dropped an F-bomb. Let me just go AI that out. No.
Yeah.
That's freaking weird, man.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy, man.
The B67 whatever tower that they talk about in
Yeah.
the movie that they climb is a real tower.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
And 3 people did climb it, and 1 person did die.
Wow.
The other 2 had made it down, but yeah, I guess like it's a frequent place to go for people to base jump. So even if they don't necessarily go all the way to the tippy top,
They go there
just
where
base jumping.
the first part. Gotcha.
yeah. But I'm sure that I think that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy to me. Like when you're so high up that like you can't even. I don't know. It's like no, just to me it's just I don't know. I don't have that bone in my body.
See, you know what I think it is? I think it's an adrenaline junkie thing.
Oh, I know.
I think
but,
that's where that whole like thing. Like my brother's that way. Ricky has literally drove up with a guy in a Cavalier that he paid $50 for with a bungee string. Okay, has tied it to his feet off a random bridge, tied it off, and jumped off that bridge.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My brother Ricky has done that multiple times.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
You're like, whoa, like, no, are you kidding me? Like, no way, because there's water down there. I'm like, yeah, but
dude,
water that would still kill you. Like,
yeah, dude.
yeah,
like,
cool.
like you hit water hard enough,
Dude.
it still fucking hurts, man.
Yeah,
You can
for
break
sure.
your bones and shit.
Yeah, dude, there's no way. You know, I mean, I'm just saying,
That's
like, you're
crazy,
trusting,
man,
you're putting
yeah.
trust into somebody that you, and like, the one photo, I'm like, that's the guy that you went up there with. Nothing against, he was probably a perfect guy. Ricky survived, he's fine, but whoa. I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
that's-
I do not have that bone in my body at all.
Yeah.
I want to skydive one day in my life because I just want to do it just to say I did it because it's a very safe 2-man operation. I mean, it's not perfectly safe. Obviously, I'm jumping off a plane, but it's like the most safe that something that I can do that somebody else can control me doing it. I'm going to do that once to say I did it. That's it. I'm not going to bungee jump. I ain't doing nothing else
That
crazy.
is one I definitely would love to. I would love
Yes.
to say yes.
Yeah.
I just don't think I can say yes.
Dude, I think we'll talk about this later. We really should make like a bucket list for ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna put that on my bucket list because then you have to do it. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I would love to
Well, yeah, but
say, but
You have to do it.
I don't have to do anything.
Okay, you're
But
right.
if you want to do it, you go ahead.
Guys, he's gonna do it.
Wow. Another interesting fact about this movie is they actually built 100 feet of that tower on a mountainside. So they were basically at the same elevation, and they could feel like they were at the same elevation. Only it's 100 feet instead of 2000.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's really cool. And I think they did film a little bit of it, like the base, them climbing up a little bit of it and everything. I think they did film that
That's
at that
sweet.
place. But yeah, man, that's wild to me to be like that up that high. Like it literally bothered me. I even said to Jessica, I said the human brain is wild because I'm laying on my couch in my home, perfectly safe. But I
Yeah.
see these two ladies climbing, and they're showing the drone shots and all this stuff, and I am like, it's an edge of your seat movie. You know, it was really wild. I couldn't believe that my human brain was able to. I switched over to my computer brain for a little bit just so I could process it. You know?
Huh. Yeah. That's insane. I was just looking. I was just looking it up. That's. I was just.
Yeah.
It's impressive, man.
Yeah.
It's just wild. There's just no way. You said 2,000 feet, right?
Yeah. It was. It's the fourth largest structure in California. Um.
Oh, it's just in California, or is it the fourth largest structure ever, like in the United States, but it's in California? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think right now because it was built in. I think it was 81 or something like that.
Oh,
And I don't. I think it might be the fourth largest in the country. But I think they were saying it was the fourth largest in California. I don't remember that one.
I gotcha. Okay,
But
all
but
right.
it is among one of the tallest radio towers. And then in my research, I came upon like a Reddit post that had like a video of this guy who works on. They're called guy mast towers, and there's a guy. Now this platform was huge compared to like what those girls had.
Okay.
But this guy is up in the freaking clouds. Like that's what it looks like. He's just this little tiny thing on this big structure, on this tiny little radio tower, and this vast, massive landscape. Like it's absolutely incredible to be up that high. And he took a drone and was like flying it around while he was up there. I mean, it's just. I mean, I could imagine that the view is so breathtakingly stunning and amazing, and I'm sure there's nothing like it. You got to see something like that in person, but I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. No way. You can tie me off as much as you want.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna do it.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, fall. Definitely recommend it. If you have, fear of heights, I definitely recommend it. I was telling Jessica, this is my horror movie. This fits into a horror genre because this is what terrifies me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I'm like, most scary movies belong in comedies, where this belongs in horror.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
What do we good way to look at it? I never looked at it that. I didn't look at it that way, but that's 100%. That is a very true thing.
What are we watching next?
I don't know, man. Do you know of anything new? Where I get into the holiday season. So
Yeah,
is there anything new
we're getting into the
When's that?
holiday season.
Oh wait, no. What's that? I was just talking about it yesterday. It was today or yesterday. That Santa Claus movie.
Oh,
coming
dude,
up.
Silent Night.
Yeah, Silent
Or
Night.
is that what's called? No. Violent Night, right?
Violent Night. Yeah, I was gonna say I knew it sounded close, but I'm like, wow, Silent Night.
That's
but
a
yeah.
different. That's a scary Halloween movie. Violent Night with David Harbour as Santa Claus. Dude. Like this movie looks amazing, man.
Yeah. So that's only one like newish one that I know of. That's like a big Christmas movie, or like a holiday movie in general.
That movie's gonna be incredible. You know, I like David Harbour a lot, and I loved Hellboy 1 and 2 with Ron Perlman. So when they were coming out with, redoing Hellboy with David Harbour, I'm like, man, I love David Harbour, but like Ron Perlman is Hellboy, you know?
Yeah.
But I watched it because I like David Harbour, and honestly, dude did awesome. I thought he was a really good Hellboy, so I'm like, man,
Yeah, I agree.
so what a shame people just crapped on it. I just want David Harbour just needs. I want to live in a town where David Harbour's my sheriff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's Barbarian. I wanted to see Barbarian. Now that's a horror movie. That one.
Okay. I
Ooh,
mean,
dude, that
because
one's
we get
getting
one more
annoying,
holiday
too.
movie in.
Yeah, because that one. Oh, it looks like. Where to watch? It's on Barbarian's on HBO. So, if we wanted to do that one, Violent Night is in theaters.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and then Wakanda Forever. That's another one that I wanted to fit in, but it's still in theaters right now too. I checked that one out earlier.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of something to watch, but
Yeah, and then I don't really be fun to watch a comedy, but I don't know of anything coming out.
yeah, as I say, I'm drawing a blank, man. I mean, we can think about it. I mean, I'm down for Barbarian. You know, if you want to set that up as like let's say like a more than likely. But if you find anything else, I mean, because I don't know of anything else. Like, I mean, I'll check on Netflix and stuff real quick to see if I know of anything on there. But, yeah, I mean, the Barbarian looks decent. I'm watching the video without any sound or anything. But I mean, it looks like it's watchable.
Bill
for sure.
Skarsgård's he's an actor, man. Bill Skarsgård makes acting look like it's effortless.
Yeah.
Justin Long is always awesome. I don't really know. Oh, Zach Kreger, that's awesome. Zach Kreger is from The Wise Kids You Know. But yeah, so I don't really know too many other people in this movie, but it's not a horror movie unless Justin Long's in it, apparently, because Justin Long is just in so many different horror movies.
Yeah. I agree, but maybe that makes them good.
Oh yeah, but Bill Skarsgård, dude, he played Pennywise like a friggin' boss, man. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, as I'm saying. I mean, I think he's the best one, even if the second movie wasn't as good. But Pennywise himself was fantastic.
That's the problem. The second one wasn't as good because there wasn't enough Pennywise. There wasn't enough
Pennywise. That's the thing. There wasn't that's because there's other parts of him and other creatures of him that he cannot be him. Right.
Right.
It's ridiculous. So.
All right. Well, Barbarian it is.
Yeah.
I'm down.
And all right, cool.
All right, well, we'll just wrap this one up. A little quickie.
All right, cool. A little quick.
A little quick. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching.
Yep. Thank you for listening.
And don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, bell notification. What else? The share button to share it all your friends.
Share button. Yeah. Let them know.
Yeah.
So you can tell them, how great our commentary is or how bad it is,
Yeah.
And tell us if you watch a movie, please. That as well.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Anyways.
Bye.
See ya.